Aside from the interviews and the frustration of filling applications, how have things been the last what 4 weeks?
Um, they've been. I've mostly been, freaking the fuck out. So I need a job. Really fucking bad.
You just moved, right? So are you looking for in your area? Or are you open to like moving again? Because that's like
Anywhere within an hour and a half drive.
you see. In my old group, this guy named Nathan used to commute to an hour and a half, and Alex's European mind could not fathom that.
Yeah, it would it would fucking suck, but I have to have something. I have to
Yeah.
have something.
Yeah. To quote Alex, he would say, I would be so mad at my country if I had to drive to France to get a job.
Hmm.
Yeah, talking with some European friends, and I think it was like one time they were talking about how they had like their sister moved to like a different city, and they haven't like seen each other in like over a year. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks. How far away? And they're like, oh man, it's like 30 minutes to get there by car. And I'm just like, the
Yep.
fuck?
Yeah.
Dakota, can you play a music on Boundary so that I can test to make sure that's coming through? And hopefully I won't get any copyright strikes.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's not like I'm playing like Aerosmith or something. So
Fair. Hold on one second. Fair. Hold on one second. Fair. Hold on one second. Oh my god. I don't know if I can hear it, but I can hear
I can
y'all.
hear it.
No, I mean I can hear the music. I just don't know if I can hear it
Twitch.
on Twitch.
I'll log into your Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Not log in, but subscribe,
Because
and then
when
you
I
just
when I'm playing it, it doubles it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm hearing the thing or if I'm hearing.
yeah. I muted the tab that Foundry's on, and I'm gonna go as a viewer into. Okay. Yeah, I can hear it,
Okay, cool.
and my own voice.
Yeah. Well, cool.
All right. Share with them. You get 2 new Twitch followers.
Hell yeah. I have 15 followers and 4 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
People love Kingdom Come.
Delivery, Dom the Cum King.
Yeah, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait.
I had a really drunk stream last night. I was so messy. I was so messy. And that's gonna be on the internet forever.
Nice.
Because we are Twitch streaming, I'm not going to play the character themes because those ones might be copyright struck.
Hmm.
Probably, yeah. It'll just the reason why it's rough is because um if I want to, I mean, I guess I don't need to hang on to this afterwards. I could just get rid of it. But if there's any music playing that is obvious, it'll just turn off the audio during that part. So
Weird.
Yeah, so like, don't stop me now, probably. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, probably. Oh, I got coffee in my eye.
Oh.
Good job. So proud of you.
Oh, I got cream everywhere.
That's what
Oh,
she said.
baby.
I did say that. I am a she, and I'm saying it. Okay.
Well, once you get the cream out of your eye,
I'm
how are
going
we
to.
feeling?
I'm
Get
gonna
ready.
go get a drink real quick and then.
No. Okay.
Tats, would you remind me what your like field or industry is?
Occupational safety and health. So like
Okay.
OSHA stuff.
I have a friend that lives in Tennessee, and their partner works in a Volkswagen car parts factory, and I said that if they hear anything about a job to let me know.
Yep, that would be up where I used to live. There's the Volkswagen plant.
You know, all the jobs are just pulling you back and forth forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't move again.
If you did, Megan works at a car parts factory in Canada, which is a better country at the moment.
Yeah, fuck.
And
I
from
am
what
already
she
submitted to
says-
this job. Fuck me. Okay. I'm just going through and making sure there's nothing that I haven't missed in the past week, and I've literally applied to everything in an hour and a half round.
Job market's so shitty, and
Oh, I'm getting interviews. That's not the problem. You know, I've had fucking interviews everywhere. They aren't hiring me.
that's
Two
what
of the
I
places
that's what I
interviewed
mean
at.
is like it's
Yeah.
hard
Well,
to get a job right now.
and the problem is for me is I'm either underqualified or overqualified. I'm like 80% overqualified.
And you're like, I don't
And
care at this point.
yeah, well, the two places I interviewed at that I didn't get, well, not Stout Group, but Doler and Mohawk, they were both like, well, we're interested in you. Let's see if we'll talk to our HR business partner and see if they can create, like, if we could afford to make this a senior level position. And so I interviewed at Mohawk, but didn't get it. Doler never called me back, so I assume they said no.
Their loss.
Yeah.
I hate that about our system where you can be too good at a job.
Right? Like, the fuck?
Or my
Like, the fuck is
alternative
that?
is I could file for bankruptcy, just keep my car and my house, my rent, because thank God my house is going to be out of my name on the 8th. Pay rent, keep my car, have to pay my, my student loans, and then just get a lower paying job and just not have to worry about. But then I'm fucked for 7 years with a bankruptcy. So. Yeah.
Tough situation to be in, but
Yep. I did apply for a Six Flags safety director position. I'd get free Six Flags tickets.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
And every
Drive an hour
couple
and a
years I
half.
hear about people dying at Six Flags, so they need that.
Yeah.
They need a senior level person to make sure people stop dying on the Hulk ride.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the track's off its hinges? No, it's supposed to do that.
It's
That
artisanal.
that's what adds it to be, that's what makes it scary.
Yeah, for shits and giggles, I applied to this. It's an industrial hygienist job at our local hospital system here in Rome. It's like $60 to $80 an hour. I'm not qualified at all. Did I apply for it? Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Have the audacity.
Look,
Have the
man,
audacity of a middle-aged white man.
Yeah,
I
they
was
would
just about
apply
to
for it.
say.
Some bald guy named Carl with half your credentials would have applied. So.
Yeah.
Huck is a warlock, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a month and I was like, I don't know who you guys are anymore.
Yeah, we've got Datey the
Right.
Wizard.
Datey the Wizard. Yep.
I am going to be right back. I'm gonna get some ibuprofen because my neck is killing me. So be right back.
Have an extra one for me.
Yeah. You got time. I accidentally backed out of Foundry, so I gotta reload everything.
Wow.
I was cleaning my mouse because it had Prudence all over it, and I hit this one of the side buttons, which backed me out.
Context for chat, Prudence is a cat.
No, this is D&D. You don't want any context.
I'm desperate for it. Got Prudence all over my mouse. Disgusting.
Context for chat, a mouse is something that's part of a computer that you use to move that.
You little shit.
I do sometimes like to think about, like whether or not Huck actually knows that he's a warlock. Or if he just thinks that, like, these are the bonuses that you just get as part of being, like, a service member to the Postal Service.
Billy, real
Megan
quick.
said your warlock. Yeah.
What's your Tumblr name? I'm posting pictures on Tumblr, so if people want to come watch, they can. But I'm using the picture and giving you credit of your own character.
So I have two.
Which
but,
one do you want to be
if we
known
could use,
for?
Weatherbane.
The one with a 3 or the one without a 3?
Without a 3.
I'm really giving the unemployed single person in their 30s cat person vibes. I'm drinking my sangria straight from the bottle. To be fair, it's like a quarter of the bottle left, and I just don't want to dirty a glass.
No judgment.
I'd be drinking too if I wasn't still hungover from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though I think that maybe we should address that is like getting messy drunk during the session probably isn't productive for anyone. So if that does happen, we should probably pause whenever that does.
Well, no. I could now if I drank a whole bottle of sangria, maybe. Not
Yeah,
a
no, I'm not
quarter.
saying that you were, but in the case that happens in the future, we can
Yes.
pause.
Hopefully, I have a job and that won't happen because that's what I'm drinking about.
Copy image.
I'm not qualified for this position, but I'm gonna apply for it anyway because fuck it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Look, man, if it's even like remotely related to your job, just go ahead and apply for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's environmental position. Do I have
Yeah.
any knowledge of environmental? Absolutely not. But
But do you know what a tree is? I think you do.
I do. I know what shit's not supposed to go outside, and that's the important part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that matters.
Alex is commenting your Twitch.
And I'll get to him in a second. I gotta let the people know.
Oh, could you
No.
minimize the video that says God of War in the corner if you don't want to get copyright struck?
I mean, it's fine. It's probably fine.
No.
But I did it anyway. You've been struck by a copyright claim. I stuttered on that one because I was like, oh, that doesn't rhyme. Fuck. But Smooth Criminal also doesn't rhyme, so it's fine.
That's true. All right. Are we feeling like we wanted to get the ball rolling, or do we need a few more minutes to catch
Ready.
ourselves?
I'm good to go.
I think we
Oh,
are
yeah.
ready.
Is anyone feeling like a capture recapture for today? Or shall I?
I would like you to do it today.
Pretty
Okay.
please.
Perfect. So last session, you all had gone back to your normal lives from the quest that Volo sent you on. For about a week's time, things were back to normal, and with slight changes due to you found some friends, made some new community, but for the most part, it seemed like maybe your little quest to save Renair Neverember and Flun Blagmar might have been a one-off. Until Huck arrived for his periodic stop by Deity's apartment.
Mhm.
And his satchel from the postal service just exploded with messages for you all. Letters from fans, letters from quest givers, letters from your side jobs that now we're starting to take you all seriously due to your names being spread by word of mouth throughout the streets. You all met up with Renair, and he told you about a plan that he had concocted in order to steal an artifact known as the Stone of Golor that he believes is the artifact that the criminal gangs were fighting over. The Stone of Golor was something that was in his family's possession, but his father, when he was fleeing for his financial mismanagement crimes, sold to the Varkenbluff Museum, and that in the upcoming days there will be a gala celebrating a bunch of the artifacts they have, in which some of them will be sold off to collectors. Renair believes that either the gangs are going to try to buy it, or stage a heist of their own, in which he thinks the best option is to steal it first, or to get a loan that'll take him 20 years to pay back from the moneylender. Either way, he is convinced that getting the Stone of Golor will kind of foil the crime spree that's been going on throughout the town. Aside from that, you all did quests. Buddy did a quest for the Order of the Gauntlet, in which there were some Zentrum thugs that were going around attempting to extort money from local merchants and restaurateurs. You all went to the area, part of the market which was under a magical ward to not feel the effects of winter. And there, you managed to deftly stop one of the Zentrum thugs, capturing one of them, and bringing that thug to the Order of the Gauntlet. You reported back to Helm's Hall, the location of the Order of the Gauntlet, and met with Righteous Hand Savra Bellabranta, leader of the Order of the Gauntlet in Waterdeep. She applauded you all for your good work and your swift action, and asked of rewards she could give you all besides the one she was planning, when Buddy very kindly asked if there was some way to make the captured criminal into a paladin, or a member of the Order of the Gauntlet as a way to pay back for his crimes. At that request, Savra was touched and called on the aid of a celestial who frequented the halls of Helm, and told the celestial to look into the thug's heart to see if there was any light left within it, so that they may repent. After that quest was complete, they walked around the city a bit. You all talked a little bit about a quest that Buddy received in addition from Smaragdus, in which a person named Severin gave him a quest to steal a handkerchief from a noble, but they're too slow, due to being a tiny little alehouse drake, to actually do it, and he sent the letter as basically outsourcing his quest to Buddy. There was some discussion about whether Severin Silrajan was a good person and whether or not Smaragdus' quest should be complete. But I believe that the quest is still technically open, as Smaragdus hasn't been told no, and he also hasn't stolen the handkerchief. The current quest that our players find themselves on is a quest from the Emerald Enclave. Word had come in from farms to the east of town that something huge had been crawling through the fields at night. Livestock were killed and tools were smashed to pieces, and the farmers said that the earth itself had been scorched, like someone tried to build a forge right in the middle of the field itself. The city guard wasn't treating it urgent, so the farmers scrapped together what they could to appeal to the Emerald Enclave. Master of the Wild, Jareth Falcon, chosen of the goddess Miliki, who is the leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, or of the Emerald Enclave in Waterdeep, thought that perhaps Dady would be best equipped out of all of her members to deal with this situation. You all headed towards the Stout Fellow farm on the outskirts of town and met the Stout Fellows, offered to stay the night and wait for the monster to arrive. As you were all falling asleep and it was Dady's turn to keep watch, right as sleep was coming to her and her eyes were fading, a voice called out through the darkness, urging her to assist them with the forge. A voice that spoke to her in Giant. And when she turned to reach to meet the voice, a hand, massive in scale, even compared to her gigantic figure, was pulling on the wall of the building where you all had taken shelter. Looking at it closer, she noticed a fire giant was there, and that was who was speaking to her. The fire giant seemed to have been injured. Looking closely, Dady noticed that the fire giant was bisected, torn in half by something, and dragging the back of its torso behind him. Its wounds seemed to have been cauterized by fire, and he was using his hammer as a method to pull himself along the dirt, explaining the drag marks, perhaps. And with the final call to Deity, the dragon, the giant, said to her, Smithya ya konung sins ma eki kolna, which she understood as apprentice, the king's forge must not grow cold. And that's where we ended the session, and where we'll begin. Are we feeling like doing heroic inspiration questions today, or do we just want to jump right into it?
I would be willing to do that. Yeah.
I can do my best.
I will also do my best.
All right. I'll give some middle of the road ones. Let's start with most recent to furthest back. What kind of giant is the giant that has shown himself?
It's fire giant, right?
Correct.
Yay.
Going back a little bit further, Buddy was given a quest by Severin Silrajan, and you were all unsure if doing a quest for this person was a good or not. Do you remember who Severin Silrajan is?
Head of the Cult of the Dragon.
Correct.
Yay.
And for the last one, the Stone of Golor.
Yes.
Is an artifact. Renaer told you that it was in his family's possession. He also told you about a specific property that the Stone of Golor had that he attributed to a type of creature that you guys heard about in session 1. Can you remember what that creature is, or what the trait of the stone is?
I think that's a bit above my pay grade.
That was I was going easiest to hardest.
Good luck, Mystical. I know that you know this one. You got it, buddy.
I may have it in my notes. just give me a hot
find
second.
it.
Go back to yawning portal.
Well, see, the downside is I also am doing a different campaign in which the stones, and also the campaign before that one has a lot of references to stones. So it's pretty rough, buddy. Hold on.
People like stones, like magic stones.
Let's get stoned. This is gonna sound awful, but can you repeat the question?
The Stone of Golor.
Yeah.
Renaer told you it has a unique trait to it.
Okay.
If you can tell me what the trait is, or the creature that you heard about in session 1 that he used as like an analogy for that trait.
I don't have this information.
He in session 1, Volo mentioned offhandedly in his ramblings that the creature you fought reminded him of an aboleth.
Oh. Well, okay,
And
well, I
Renaer
did have that
never-
in my notes, but I did not put
Yes.
them together.
And Renaer said the trait of the Stone of Golor is akin to what people describe being in proximity to an aboleth is like. Okay, I got one more question then.
Oh, I think I lose though, so that's fine.
No, it's okay. It's we're gonna do one more question, give you another chance because that one's kind of hard.
Okay.
Okay. Can you name the 3 factions in Waterdeep that you know about that might be vying for control of the city? 3 bad guy factions.
Wow. Mayhaps.
You said the answer to one of them as an answer to a previous question.
Okay, I think Thieves Guild, the Zentarim, and the Cult of the Dragon.
Good. Do you remember what the name of the Thieves Guild is? Begins with an X.
The Xanathar?
Correct.
I thought
Okay,
that was
there
the
you go.
main guy's name. I didn't know that they were known as that.
Yeah, the Xanathar Guild is named after the Xanathar, the head of it.
Oh, okay. Killed it.
All right. So you all have heroic inspiration, which, based on my previous boss type encounters, you either won't need at all or you will need immediately.
Sick.
I love this rush.
Yes. Normally my bosses are destroyed in 1 round and they don't get to do anything, or they're too strong. We'll see.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
But we'll begin the session as the giant pulls himself across the ground. He looks at you, Deity, and says, Smithya kunung sins ma heki kolna. The King's Forge must not grow cold. He pulls himself, dragging once more. He says, Storm konugurin, inventir fol communar. Strithith munekibithia. Drag. The Storm King expects perfection. The war will not wait.
This guy is deep in PTSD flashbacks.
And he drags himself further. What does Deity do?
She's gonna watch him for a little bit just to see what he's doing.
You see, he goes to this pile of slag, metal pieces, and he hits his hammer against it. The fire brightens for a bit, and then he drags himself further. Approaching the next pile of slag, and does the same thing.
Okay. Oh, decision making. Hate doing that.
He looks over at you, Deity, not having moved, and he says, Meister Tan Verthur Oneguther, Stalfreyr Heimsvelith. Your master will be displeased. Come, bring steel for the Empire.
Deity's gonna say, in Giant, saying, I'm merely an apprentice, and it's my first day. I don't know what we're doing.
The giant stops. He looks at you, drags himself back over. Volunder. Of mukt theta mun aldre, halthabrun. What nonsense do you speak, Volunder? Come, bring me my steel.
Wallander?
You can give me a history check.
Okay. Do I know history? Not really. Let's find out. Lyra, what are you doing here? Nope.
The name
believe you.
doesn't ring
You
a
can
bell.
do it.
The name does not ring a bell.
You hear him approach the third pile, and he says, Gjali malmimum, kerul slegt verkvolunder. Slag in the metal. Sloppy work. I thought I trained you better.
Everybody just already spent it this week. Okay, get this. I went to Lowe's.
Tats, I can hear your.
Sorry. Fucking TV shit. I'm gonna mute it.
I can assume that this guy thinks that Deity's somewhat in charge, right?
He keeps telling you to bring him supplies, and you're not moving. And you can see he's getting irritated.
She'll say, I've been told to move the forge to a different area. The metals here are impure.
He stops at the last of these pyres. Are you waking up your friends at all from like their slumber? Or are you just having a chat with this guy?
I thought they were already awake.
It's fair. I'm guessing the voice would have woken you guys up so you can join in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because Buddy's right next to Deity, so I thought they were already awake.
Buddy probably sleeps like a fucking rock until he's like
He
touched.
does the whole like ferret sleep where you can like lift him up and like
Pick
shake
him up
around
and shake him. Yeah.
Deity's been shaking him the entire time as she's talking.
His tongue lolls out, and then he farts, and he's like, "What?"
Huck is definitely awake, but he is staying tucked inside the I think that's like the shed that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
And just staying out of sight for now.
As you say that last thing, Deity, he stops again and he says, visue thesi malmur, vekuren vith verthrum at setia gildruna. True, the metal here is weak, but we must set the trap.
Remind me what trap.
You see, he's like, eye kind of twitches, illuminated by his flaming beard.
I'm testing you,
And he
friend.
says, Faithur, Gildran Fither Drekan. Boy, the trap for the dragon.
Buddy's staring at this guy like, "You talk funny, mister."
What
As you say that,
dragon?
Dragon.
What is there like a history of like I know that Waterdeep was attacked by dragons at one point, I think, if I remember correctly. Is there another point in history that he could be referring to?
yeah, you can give me a history check.
I ain't remember shit.
3, it's hard to know. He looks at you, Deity, and says, Hun mon koma, and holds his head. Hun men glei palik mothorukar. She will come. She will devour the corpse of our mother. Now help me set the trap, or I'll do it myself.
Bless you?
Sorry. I'm
But he
still sick.
sneezes.
I'm still sick.
I was trying to see if Dady had anything. I mean, it is snowing. Oh god. Dady turns to them and, and just says, I think I'm gonna have to piss off this guy. He's delusional. And she picks up a pile of snow and starts throwing it onto the little forge piles that he made to put it out.
As you start putting out the forge pile, he looks away from you, and he hits his hammer into the last pile of slag. As he does so, ley lines begin connecting from the one pile of slag that you're at across the field, connecting one to each other as these magical currents flow through, creating a gigantic rune around the area.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not good.
Can all of you make me a strength saving throw?
Well,
I mean, I can.
I mean, if we have to.
oh, saving throws. There it is.
Come on, +1 strength. Save me +1 strength.
Me with my
Hey!
All right. You are all within the radius of this fire giant's Wormbreaker rune. Everyone who failed the DC 13 strength save has 0 movement speed until the start of your next turn.
fuck.
Everyone who succeeded, your speed is halved. As this rune appears, you feel almost like gravity in this area increasing for you all. Dady, you feel the gravity go on you, but then releases for a moment, as if the rune recognizes you. In that same moment, Buddy, you catch on fire.
Ah, no! He's like
And-
rolling around on the ground, smacking at his armor.
The giant
He knows
points
stuff
his
up.
hammer towards you and goes, "The worm has triggered the trap. Let us slay him for the honor of the Empire." We'll begin initiative.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, beans. If only we knew this was coming this whole time. I like that everybody gets to see me struggle to know the alphabet when I have to do a skill check.
All right. First on the initiative is Buddy. He points at
Okay.
you and says in a language you don't know something as his voice booms across. You feel like the blood within your own body is set alight, and the flames are surrounding you right now, channeled by this rune. While you are in the the circle of this rune, and as long as the rune stands, he has advantage on melee attack rolls against you, and you have disadvantage on the strength save against the slowing effect of this rune. At the beginning of your turn, Buddy, can you roll me one of your hit dice?
One of my hit dice.
Yes,
how do
on your sheet right under your HP, it should show you hit dice.
Oh. How do I click that? It isn't.
Do you know how much HP you gain on a level? I think it's 10.
I don't know, but there's nothing I can click under hit dice, like
Let me
to
check
make it
right now.
roll.
Perfect. So you are a paladin, so you
Uh-huh.
gain 1d10 health per level. So can you roll me in the chat a 1d10?
Yeah. Let's type it. Whoops. Let's
At the start of your turn, buddy, you take 4 fire damage. Unless you have resistance to fire.
I think I have resistance to fire. Not... Nope. Fuck me. Okay.
That would be 4 fire damage. But it's your turn.
Okay. So is Buddy still actively on fire?
Yes. As long as you're in this in the vicinity of this rune, you are on fire. You can see
Okay.
the rune on the map, right? The orange lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Buddy's probably gonna try and get the fuck out of the rune.
While within the rune, I believe your speed is halved, so you can move 15 feet without dashing.
Yeah. Because he's gonna be like, what the fuck, running around like a chicken with his head cut off?
Yes.
About why he's on fire. To go to the frozen river to like stick his hands in it or something.
Smart.
And be like, what did I do to you? To the giant. I think that's well too far for him to throw anything at the giant. Can I do a hold action?
Yes. Additionally, you could. There's the option if you wanted to attack one of these slag piles to disturb the rune's layout. They have a specific AC and HP, so that's also another option. If you want.
Ooh, yeah, I'd do that. So I just roll like a
You can make an
longsword
attack.
strike.
Yep.
Does that hit?
A 7. You swing against the slag pile, but since the rune has been activated, it's gone from just like a loose pile of metal to one cohesive thing, and your steel cannot cut through this steel monolith in front of you.
Ah. Okay. He's gonna hiss at it and then be like, let out some curses that he doesn't even know what they mean, but he's just gonna let them fly.
Goddamn shit tits cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Next on the initiative, after your turn, buddy, the fire giant. He'll yell at you, Dady. Lerlingur, apprentice, Vithaigo mornath vetha latu haneki slepa. We have a worm to hunt. Don't let it escape. And he'll drag himself as full speed across the farm. Of 10 feet, because he's got no bottom half of his body.
Oh, he's gonna get you. Oh Lord, he's
Better
coming.
run.
As his action, he's going to dash and move another 10 feet.
See, that's what I get for teasing him. I'm so sorry.
As a bonus action, you see he reaches out one hand towards the slag pile in front of him and begins to pull metal pieces flying out of the slag pile. Measure something. Okay. And you see they've come out and they form like a shield of floating metal around him. Until the start of his next turn, his AC is increased by 2.
That's pretty neat if it wasn't being used against us.
Alright. Huck, you see this giant is some sort of rune. It's been activated. It seems to be affecting Buddy negatively. You, it just seems to be slowing you down. Deity doesn't seem affected at all.
Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast False Life on myself. Um, so I have that. Um, and then I'm going to kind of lean out of the doorway a little bit. I'm going to look at this giant, and I would like to cast Mind Sliver. I think he's in range. Should be. So Huck just like leans out around the doorway and just lifts up 2 fingers, and you see him. There's nothing to really see, but cool. Let's see, then damage. 2. And then as soon as he casts that, he's going to tuck himself like back into the shed and out of the way of harm as much as possible.
You cast that Mind Sliver spell on him, and you see he reels for a second, and some blood drip down, staining his fiery beard. But he doesn't seem deterred from his dragging his half-destroyed body in the direction of Buddy. Deity. Oh wait, also, I'm sorry, before I finish that, Krenko can go on your turn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's our dude.
What's the
That's
plan, boss?
That's my guy. Let's see. Let's see. Happy to refamiliarize myself with what Krenko can actually do. Let's see. Krenko is going to cast with some, mild encouragement from Huck, who's been, teaching him how to do these warlock things, to try his hand at an Eldritch Blast.
I have someone at the door. I will be right back.
Okie doke.
Go away.
Nope.
Krenko holds up his hands, and you see him chanting in Goblin. Boo, yeah. Wait, wrong one. Postal Service! And he fires it off, and it just goes in a different direction.
The fuck?
He's transitioning between magic systems. It's a little rough. All right. Now your turn, Deity.
Diddy's gonna cast Earth Tremor. He's gotta make a dexterity saving throw.
It has a range of 10 feet.
Son of a bitch! I know how to read. Okay, well,
Do you?
no. Would that get her within 10 feet? Yeah?
I'll measure for you. That would put you, yeah, I'd say that's fine. because there's no half squares.
Okay.
10. See, that's actually no, because you'd still be 2 squares away. So if that's 5, 10. So you're 5 feet off of it for Earth Tremor.
Ugh, beans!
Yeah, no matter which way I count it, you're 3 squares away.
Fucking distance, goddamn. Fuck tits. That was a really good one. Okay.
You can always take back your move. That's fine. I play with chess rules. Like, if you're misreading your ability, you can always rewind. As long as you didn't take your hand off the piece, you know?
Okay. Well, she's gonna back up just a smidge. And I guess she'll do guiding bolt. Because that's 120 feet. And doesn't want to be in his direct line of hit because she's so squishy. I have no available spell slots to catch guiding bolt. Liar? I didn't. I have all of them. There we go.
Alright, make an attack roll.
21.
Alright, that'll hit. You can roll for damage.
Not bad.
18 is really good. Right. What does your guiding bolt spell look like?
Oh, I had that written down. I think that man, what is coming up with things in imagination on the spot? What is roleplay? What is Dungeons and Dragons? I think Deity's guiding bolt looks similar to the warmth that emanates from her morning star, and it sort of like crackles through the ground, and instead of like coming from the heavens, it shoots up from the ground as if like almost like light colored, or not magma, but magma like colored light underneath him.
You blast the giant and injure him with your magma-colored light. He reels back, looks at you, and says, "What is this, young Volander? Are you now a minion of Imralith?"
This one is my friend. And
Let's just say that you
I think
see
that's Deity's
tears
turn.
begin to drip from his eyes.
Oh no. Someone doesn't like a comrade. And I
Buddy.
think, yeah, that's everything for her turn.
Buddy, you find yourself on the outside of this circle. Your friends have managed to attack the giant, and for some reason, Deity said something to him in his strange language, and now he is sobbing.
Buddy really wants to know what's going on. But as he puts his toes over into the rune and he feels it get hot, he like picks his foot back up and is like, what's going on? He's so confused and is probably jumping up, like trying to see stuff. Especially because the giant's now crying. He doesn't really know what to do with himself. So I think, realistically, Buddy would hold his action, actually, until finding out what's going on.
All right.
For flavor, we can say that he's, like, walking around the border back and forth of this rune. Like, pacing pacing like a dog on an invisible fence.
As you're pacing on the giant's turn, he looks at you and he says, "Do you not see the worm, Volander? It taunts us at the edge of our trap." Moves forward 5 feet. "I do not want to lose another apprentice." And he, as a bonus action, will take the shield of slag that's floating around him and form it into the shape of a chain
Oh.
and throws the chain at you, Dady.
Oh.
Can you make me a strength saving throw? Will be
Again.
pulled 10 feet closer to the giant.
Hot. Sorry. Literally. Oh! That's pretty neat.
Nice.
Right? He throws the chain and it wraps around you and begins to pull you towards him, but you manage to fight back with your own strength.
Can I do that thing like Dunk in Tug of War? Where it wraps around me, but I just like stand strong?
Yeah. He wraps around you and he goes, "Your strength does not fade you, yet you have no sympathy for an old master." And he's going to take his action to dash and get within 5 feet of you. And he's going to say, "This is your last chance, Volander. Help me slay the worm. We can end this war." It's your turn, Huck.
Right. So,
Let's
Huck
start
is
Sorry, at the start of your turn, could you make me a strength saving throw? Because you're in the room.
yes.
Right.
Fuck.
Your movement is reduced to 0 again.
God damn it. It's fine. It's cool. I can work with this. Right. So, Huck watches as this giant drags himself closer and closer to Dady. And that's not ideal. He's going to cast infestation on the giant. Sick. So, Huck's infestation, instead of a cloud of mites fleas, looks like book lice and like termites and other things that like to eat paper. And they swarm up from the ground as if crawling out of the dirt itself.
Very nice. Can you roll me damage for that? And then also, I believe, a d4.
Yes. That is a /1d4, correct? Or
/R 1d4. Or you can click on it in the chat, I believe. There's like a little die.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, in the description of your spell.
There's also a little dice on the left-hand side.
points. Let's see. 3 would be east.
Okay. North, south, west, east.
Never
So
eat soggy
he
waffles.
takes that damage, and you see as the book lice comes out, he almost like rolls onto his back, and then rights himself up after moving 5 feet east. East. It won't let me move through dating. East. East. There we go.
East. East.
And he rolls on his back, and you see him look around. Again in giant, he says, "Apprentice, they've recruited Fafnir, Bane of the Stonekin. I could recognize the destroyer of libraries anywhere."
Oopsies. Also, real quick, I'm going to, because so when I cast, False Life, it didn't, like, automatically apply, so I'm going to, cast it from a different portion of my character sheet real quick, if that's cool.
Of course. Fortunately, the infestation, he rolled to the east, which kept him within melee of Deity. If he had gotten west or south, it would have got him out of it.
Okay. Doot. How do I get that to stay on my character sheet? That'd be dope. So I don't forget.
Your temporary hit points?
Mm-hmm.
I think when you go to when you
Yes.
hit settings of the button, when you go to your hit points, there's a little box next to it that says TMP.
Yes, currently it says 12, I think, next to you
Okay.
for your current hit points.
Yeah. I don't know why. I tried typing it the first time and it didn't stick, so I tried it again and it did. So I don't know. Anyway,
You have
we're
to
good.
really want it.
You've got 9.
Yeah. The first roll I did gave me 12. It's supposed to give me hold on, let me
2d4 plus 4, so you rolled 12. Right?
Yeah, so when I cast False Life because of my Eldritch Invocations, I technically don't have to roll the die. I just automatically get the highest number on the die.
Okay. So that's 12. Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
You had
Cool.
12 already on there.
Yep, we're good. All right.
Okay.
Does Krenko have to do a strength
That's
save?
sort of, yes, at the start of his turn.
Okay. Cool. So he is also stuck in place.
Yes.
Let's see. And I don't think that he can do anything from where he is. Because he can't actually see the giant from...
I cannot. Is the
Is he inside?
building in the way?
Shoot. I think the building might be in the way. Also, someone is at my door.
Wow.
I will be right back.
Dakota, we should get somebody at our door.
Right? The people at my door were 2 little girls with a trash bag, and they said, "Would you like to buy some home decor?" I said, "No, thank
This sounds like a trap.
you." Yeah, I said, "No, thank you. But have a good day."
The 2 little girls all of a sudden are like, "Get in the bag."
Krenko should have better vision than Huck, so. Yeah, I don't know. There's no dynamic lighting on that spot either, so I'm not sure what's going on.
That's Foundry for you. Yep.
All right. Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cute.
I checked. Krenko should have 60-foot dark vision, and there is no dynamic lighting in front of you, so I don't know why if you can't see through Krenko's vision of the giant.
Okay. Well, can I just say that he like can lean out and like see the giant, or like even if I like as Krenko cannot see the giant, can we still say that he can still see the
Yes.
giant? Okay, cool.
100%. Because he can.
Yay!
He's got the best vision in this party.
Love that. Cool. So, Krenko is going to use his light crossbow this time around. After trying and failing the Eldritch Blast last time.
Alright, that's a hit. Roll me that
Nice.
damage. You'll take it.
Helga's gonna give him a little pat on the head.
He'll be dead in seconds, boss. I
believe
laced it
you.
with... Oh, wait, that's not the poison ones. Shit, I left those at home.
Krenko.
What, we can't say shit anymore?
No, I'm admonishing you for not preparing.
This guy's got no legs. We'll be fine.
Wow. Ableist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a goblin.
Gobbling these nuts. Sorry.
Alright, anything else for Huck or Krenko? I think you're both locked in place movement-wise.
We are locked in place. I think that is it for us.
Perfect. Dady, you are in melee with this fire giant.
I am.
And he is looking at you sadly.
She's debating on if she wants to give him a bonk or do the spell that she tried to do earlier but couldn't. I think she was gonna do the spell that she tried to do earlier but couldn't, but now she can because she can. Let's
Do you
go
think she
again.
can?
No, she definitely can.
Oh,
This
good.
guy
I can't
doesn't
believe that
have
you're
very
making the
good
group of giant
dexterity.
cry.
I disappoint many people. And Didi says you need to respect the changes from the old ways. Or the yeah. Yeah, that's what she says. This guy ain't got any legs, so what's his dexterity?
Is that providing you a template to put down?
No.
That spell should provide a template.
What?
1 second. I'm trying to see if Earth Tremor is like a spell you can place anywhere, or if it's one that's centered on yourself.
I don't know why it'd be on myself, because then I would be trapped.
But yeah, okay. Yes, I think it's just one of those ones that you position.
They said figure it
Try
out.
to do it. There's another spell that's like Earth Tremor. I think it's a cantrip that is centered on yourself.
You can't catch
Right.
me. And I sabotage myself.
Wanted to make sure you weren't hitting Huck and Krenko.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, you guys already can't move, so it's all good.
Right. He manages to, as your Earth Tremor and the ground becomes like spiky around him, he hits the spikes that are coming up with his armor plating on his arms and breaks them before they manage to hurt him. It's still difficult terrain, but he's
Pissed.
yes. Does it save or suck for damage? Yes. So he doesn't get hurt, but he's still on. His movement's gone. And it is a, what is the range? 10 foot. Okay, so I'll say the size of his body is the space of it.
Cool.
Rectangle template for you.
I gotta up that spell save DC. I hate when they win.
Alright, anything else for Dady?
No, she can't wait to get more options for bonus actions. She's good.
Alright, Dady.
What's up?
Can you make me an insight check?
Sure.
Cool. You, being a giant, can have enough peripheral knowledge of other types of giants to know that his armor that he's wearing is meant to explode into fiery slag upon impact and burn anyone making melee attacks against him.
Good thing she didn't bonk him. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Yeah, she
Yes,
relays
fire-
that information.
Good to know.
Anything else for Dady's turn?
No, sir.
All right. Buddy, it seems like your friends are whittling down this giant, but he still seems determined to crawl towards you.
Oh boy. So with that, since the giant seems to be focusing on Buddy, he is going to start walking this way to try and get the giant to not walk past like Dady and Huck. But he's like following the line because when he steps on the rune, it's like ouch. So he doesn't want to do that. I think he is within reach of a javelin throw, though, right? That's like 30 feet.
Yeah, and that hits him.
Okay. Damage. He is upset that he has been hurting his friends. Leave them alone! And is going to try and be a distraction to kite this guy around. Not that he knows what that term means or anything, but...
Your javelin sticks into his arm. Just for size comparison wise, this giant with half his body missing is still bigger than Dady, who's 8 feet tall.
Jesus.
Right. Anything else for Buddy?
No, that's it.
Right. The giant looks at you, Dady. He says, Volander, have you lost all sense? Will you truly betray Astoria in this moment?
I think she just says it is you that has lost all sense.
We'll talk about this later. Time to sleep now, apprentice.
Excuse
Something must be affecting your mind. He's gonna swing his hammer at you.
me? Oh! Yeah,
Does a 23 hit?
you fucker. Of course it does. Oh my god!
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Deity's down!
Additionally, Deity, because you're wearing metal armor, if you look in the description, it says you take an extra 5 damage.
Deity's still down!
Yeah. But he's doing non-lethal to you because, he's gonna use his free action to just throw your body over this way into the cabbages and begin walking towards Buddy this way. And he's gonna reform the shield around him.
Thank goodness she didn't use all her spells.
All right, Huck, you see the giant make one swing at Deity, her reel back, and then him just chuck her into the cabbages.
Christ. Do I have to make another strength check?
At the start of your turn while you're in the rune, yes.
Cool. God damn it.
It's DC 13.
I
Megan's probably
moving-
like, I know that. I can't pass DC 10 checks.
Please, Huck
Okay.
and his little tiny deer legs can't pass a DC 13. Okay, so, while the fence in the upper left, is that like a solid fence, or can like I see the pile of slag or whatever past it?
Yeah, you can see the pile of slag past it. It's like a picket, not a picket fence, but it's just like a fence for keeping in like livestock.
Cool. Can I try and hit the slag from where I'm at without being super or like stopped by the fence?
Yes, you can. It's using iron as a material, so it has the AC and HP of iron. So I'll tell you if you hit.
Cool. Yeah, so I start Eldritch Blasting.
All right, that hits iron's AC. You can roll for damage.
Nice.
You managed to chip away some of it, but the rune is still holding its integrity.
All right, cool. So then it is Krenko's turn. Neither of us are moving anywhere.
The dragon trap he's got you in. It just seems to be working better on non-dragons.
Cool. Yeah, so right now it just seems like really important to make sure that one, we can move, and two, Buddy can actually start joining us in the fight. So he's going to direct Krenko to shoot his crossbow at the pile of slag that he just hit.
Right, Krenko, let's see.
Come on, Krenko, you can do it, buddy.
What'd you say, boss? The crossbow. I wish they had medication for the easily distracted.
They do, it's called meth.
What?
Meth. Isn't that a forest nearby here? The meth wood?
Yep.
Yep. Alright. Anything else for Huck and Krenko?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. Dady, you were he made an attempt to put you to sleep so you could have a discussion later, and then just chucked you into a bunch of cabbages.
She's Family Guy death pose.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
And she casts Healing Word on herself.
Is there a specific word you say to invoke the healing?
Fuck.
So valid.
Oh, 2 ones. That's mean. And she's gonna get to her feet and move away. Like right over here. And then... Oh wait, no. She only has 15 feet, because if she was, like, down, so...
Yep.
Be, like, here. Right? Around there?
Yes.
Okay.
As you get up and begin to run, the giant looks back at you and says, I see you've come to your senses, apprentice. You are wounded now. Hide. The ice spires will shield you from the dragon.
Right. And then she uses her crossbow.
While you're loading your crossbow, you would know specifically the Ice Spires is the name of the mountain range where Othea's corpse is said to lie. Just for your reference.
She is going to say we are nowhere near our mother. Does a 16 hit?
The 16 does hit him, even with his increased AC.
Yeah. Phew.
Right, he'll take the 6. Apply. Alright. Anything else for Dady?
No, she's been through enough.
You do see as your crossbow bolt hits him on his armor, sparks fly off.
It's pretty neat.
Alright, buddy. Dady got rocked, but she's up.
Ugh. Buddies will have been stressing this whole time, hooting and hollering about Dady and being so mad about this giant and his all his fur raised on the back of his neck that he can't get in without getting immediately hurt. But yeah, so he's gonna throw his other javelin at him, because fuck you. Does that hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh, okay, 4. That's better. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna back up a little bit. Not quite in the river, but along the river's edge, I guess. So they can keep kiting this guy.
Perfect. else for Buddy? As
Oh,
the
no, sorry.
another javelin sticks into him, and he seems a little like he's slowing down now. You guys have been pelting him with enough stuff.
Bunch of ants throwing rocks.
Mm-hmm. Especially Buddy.
All right. After your crossbow bolt hits him, in D&D, when a creature has reached half health, they are considered bloodied.
Yeah.
The effect when he becomes bloodied is
Tell me he
You-
enrages.
all see, yes, pretty much, that the area within the space around him begins to glow red hot. South. Okay. As at the beginning of his turn, he will automatically brand the land. So a 10-foot square to the south of him catches on fire.
Hmm.
There we go.
Oh, good.
And that's just an effect that happens at the beginning of his turn. And it stays on fire for 3 rounds.
Awesome.
Right. He's going to continue his movement and get out of the range of the difficult terrain that Dady made. You see, he's going to stop there. He leans back against the pyre and looks at you, Dady. So this is how it'll be, apprentice. All that I've done for you. I understand. There comes a time in every master's life that their student will try to kill them.
What?
What kind of
I did-
apprentices have you had, buddy?
Brooker, I don't know you.
I did not think that it would happen in my life, but so be it. You see, he grabs some slag from the pile and begins molding the hilt of his hammer to be longer. He then
No.
pulls slag out of the air and begins wrapping the chain that he made earlier to the hammer.
I don't like where this is going.
Wait, no, teach me this trick first.
That's his action for this turn, to make to edit the hammer. But you see that he is the shape is fundamentally different, and it seems like he is preparing himself for a different kind of combat. Fuck. You can make me a strength save, please.
Fuck my life.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Oh no, buddy.
Ow.
All right.
That's rough.
fine.
The gravity is so much for your dear legs.
You do have 4 of
My
them.
little,
He
my
just
little
sits.
toothpicks.
He gets flattened like Bambi does
Aww.
on the ice. That's how he's
Mhm.
trying to scramble.
Just his little wobbling deer legs doing his best to like keep him upright.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so Huck is going to aim Eldritch Blast again at the slag pile. Because it would be so cool if Buddy was not so far away.
Right. The slag pile, that meets its AC. You can roll for damage. And that'll deal 9 damage to the slag pile. You see most of its structure is gone, and perhaps like one weld is holding it intact.
Fuck you.
Alright. And Cranko.
Aw.
Also not moving. So good. Awesome. Let's see, he's going to take another crossbow action against the slag pile.
Alright. 10 does not pierce the iron.
Fuck. Well, we can't move, and that's pretty much all we can do. So I think that's it for us.
Alright. Dady. You see he has welded his hammer into a different shape. The hilt is longer, and the chain of slag that was floating around him is now attached to it and wrapped around his arm.
Yep. I mean, I mean, all she really can do is go for that crossbow again. She got crunched. I'm just kidding. She didn't do shit. Foundry hates us.
It really does. Really said fuck these guys in particular.
Diddy throws up a little bit of blood and misses.
Oof. Anything else for Dady?
She does have a potion of healing. So, she will do that. And heal herself for a little bit more. 6. Brilliant.
Just for your reference, because we haven't discussed it yet, and he hits hard. With Dady's HP, if he does hit you all at once for 36 or more damage, you insta-die.
Yeah, I know.
Just...
Oh.
I know. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I clenched my butthole earlier when you did all those dice. Alright, that's Dady's turn.
It's Dady's turn. Alright. Buddy, you see Huck is trying to pick away at this pyre, this mound of slag that has been smithed together and welded. It's almost the last weld is holding on to it, keeping the rune intact, but the giant is crawling closer to you, and he has changed the shape of his hammer and attached it to a chain.
Let's see. Whoops. Not what I meant to click. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. Fuck. I don't actually know how many javelins I own.
As
I
many as you
Endless.
want.
All
yes,
of them,
I haven't been
actually.
keeping track of arrows, so I'm not going to keep track of javelins. You're good.
Okay,
You can
yeah.
just use them as
So Buddy's gonna
Mm.
rub his two little brain cells together and realize the Huck is doing something for a reason, and try and throw a javelin at that motherfucker, the slag pile.
Right, that does not pass the iron's AC.
Motherfucker. I want to use my inspiration and re-roll that.
All right.
All right.
Fuck that.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
14 still does not bypass iron's AC.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Iron's hard.
Okay, so Buddy's gonna get the message and back the fuck up a little bit more. Because he's a little scared of that giant.
Uh-oh, spooky.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, that's all I can fucking do, so.
I
And
will
the
be
giants?
right back. Just a second.
No worries. On the giant's start of his turn, another patch of the land begins to erupt as the brand ignites. "20 feet away, north, southeast, west of him. So you see a patch of the ice down below in the lake just begins to catch on fire.
The ice catches on fire.
Yeah.
Don't you mean the ice would melt?
Actually,
The frozen lake.
actually, ice burns, so it wouldn't necessarily melt. It would just start burning.
Interesting. Huh.
I mean, eventually it'll probably melt, but if something's hot enough on ice, it'll just start burning the ice.
Huh.
Sorry, burning ice. What?
You can burn ice.
You can burn ice? What the
You
hell?
can burn ice. Both
And he,
the militant people and the cold cubes.
oh, that's true. So after the brand begins to ignite another area, turning another place into a roiling inferno, the giant needs to make a decision on his priorities. He has an unruly apprentice, but also his quarry is escaping. I would like each of you, Dady and Buddy, to pick either the number 1 or 2.
2.
Is that okay with you, Dady? You okay with 1?
Yeah.
Alright, he continues with Buddy as his target. He's gonna move 5, 10 feet.
No offense, but few.
Right? No offense taken.
And he... Is this the measuring tool? Yes. Perfect, 30 feet. He's going to take his hammer and begin spinning it around on the chain. And he's going to throw the hammer at Buddy, trying to hunt the dragon that is escaping. He's insane, so he doesn't notice that you're a kobold. You're close enough.
Right, yeah. I figured that.
Jesus. Jesus.
Fuck.
How's Buddy looking?
Huh?
He rolled a 24 to hit for 34 damage.
Yeah. I mean, but Buddy's gone.
You're not insta-killed. That would take 44 damage, but you are in that bleeding out state that we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rough.
As a bonus action, he's going to pull his hammer back to him.
Of course he is.
Mm.
You guys want to try talking to him, or?
Well, it's Huck's turn. Please make me a strength saving throw against the rune.
Come on, Foundry.
Be nicey.
Try.
Damn.
Huck needs to stop being the cuck.
Alright, so one more Eldritch Blast at the slag pile.
You got this.
Oh, nice.
You hit it. Give me that
Sick.
damage. Roll anything but a 1.
If you roll a 1, I'm leaving the game.
Right. And
Nice.
this slag pile is destroyed.
Hell yeah.
You see the radius of the rune. The light begins to falter. Magical ley lines have been disrupted. And I'm going to move everything away as the rune is gone.
Thank fuck.
Oof.
Big brain.
Alright, so am I in like attack of opportunity range?
You are in melee with the fire giant, technically.
Fuck. Cool. Can I, without triggering the attack of opportunity, move just a teensy weensy bit back?
If
Like,
you move
right.
more than 5 feet, I believe it triggers the attack of opportunity.
Alright, well I'm just gonna move exactly 5 feet.
Yes, so if you stay within his melee range because of his arms is like he's a 10-foot melee range. So if you move out of that, you get attack of opportunity. Moving sideways within it is fine.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move slightly behind him, because I am not like our other two party members.
Dead?
Accurate.
Comparatively, I am made of wheat paste, so
Wheat paste? Bitch, I don't think it matters when he's hitting for 36 a sec or 36 each damage. Or 36 points each hit.
Listen, it's not his fault that a commoner of his race has 25 strength.
We're all fucking mush regardless of who you are.
that's fair. Krenko though, is going to move. Let's see. I think this keeps him still in melee range.
He's still in melee range, so no attack of opportunity triggered.
Cool, and he is going to use his crossbow on the giant.
Seven does not pass his AC.
Good job, Krenko. Doing so good, buddy.
These arrows are crooked, boss. I don't know what to tell you. Whoever we bought these from really scammed us.
Let's see, and I think that is all I can do for Krenko and I's turn.
Didi, you see the giant launch an attack into the darkness. You can't see Buddy from where you're at, but you do hear a squish and then see the hammer fly back.
I'm gonna swap over to my phone real quick. I'll be back.
Okay.
Can Dady, like, peek out from behind the little cabin over here?
Yeah, it'll give you cover.
Cool.
I have a turn.
And keep the guy in the line of sight.
Yeah, peek around the corner if you want to attack, and then pop back.
Okay.
You have full cover behind it, unless he decides to destroy the building.
You know, it's better than, you know, getting nailed in the face, and not in a fun way. She's gonna crossbow it. I don't think that hits.
14 does hit.
Oh, it does? Fuck
Uh,
yeah, bud.
Normally, fire giants have really good AC, but he's missing half his body,
Mm-hmm.
and his armor is pretty much destroyed from whatever fight he had first. So,
6 points.
he is now considered badly injured.
Well, that's her turn.
Buddy, you just got squashed by a hammer. You don't know why this giant is attacking you, but as the blood rushes over your face and fills your eyes and you stand back up, something primal deep inside of you fills you with a feeling you haven't felt probably in a long time.
Well, what's the feeling?
The feeling of incredulousness. Like,
Ooh.
not why is
How
this
dare
person
you.
doing it, but how dare they?
Ooh. Okay. So I'm not dead. I don't have to do the death saving throws. But I can still take actions, right?
Yes, you have one
Okay.
failed death saving throw. If you're hit again, you'll fail another death saving throw. And then you fail one continually at the start of your turn until you're healed.
Okay. So Buddy is enraged at this point. What he is going to do is he's going to charge in. He can reach, right? That's 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's 30 feet. Okay. So as he's charging in, he's going to be using Draconic Cry as his bonus action, which gives him the advantage on attack rolls against enemies. So with that, he is going to, his incredulousness is just, he is flabbergasted. So he's going to use Divine Smite on his longsword attack. I don't really know what order I'm supposed to be fucking clicking this shit, so I'm just clicking it. You tell me what's wrong. Okay. So does a 15
Longsword.
hit?
A 15 does hit him.
Okay. So then attack with the longsword damage, and then we add the Divine Smite damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Shut the fuck up! Shut
Nice.
the fuck up! Fuck yes. Okay, so what's that? 38 points?
30. Okay, buddy. You rush up. Incredulousness. Do you say anything to him?
Actually, yeah. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I don't
Wait.
think any of us have ever actually heard Buddy cuss in a way that like makes it actually sound like he knows what he's doing.
I don't know that he knows what he's doing. I still think that he probably heard someone else say that as they attack
Yeah,
somebody.
but it's like an actual complete sentence.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah. He
appropriate
still doesn't
context.
understand the context of what that is, but he just knows it's something cool to say to somebody when you attack.
Wait, before we do this, I want to make sure. You said 38, but the thing that you just rolled was another attack. Was that
Oh, yes. You didn't roll the
damage?
on it, right?
Wait, yeah, the damage roll. Yeah.
No, so you rolled a 2 hit, so you rolled a d20 for damage. which you shouldn't. You have to click where it says attack and then damage.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I still got the 13. Wait, no, that was critical hit. Oh, wait, is it a critical? No. Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
you did 12 damage to him, and
So
then your divine
20
smite.
25. Because the divine smite, right?
Divine smite did 13.
Plus-
Yes. So 25.
25. Yeah.
Perfect. Buddy, as you say that, I have one question for you.
Uh-huh.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Hmm. Buddy's pissed. But he's still a good paladin, so it'll be non-lethal.
As you strike him, he says to you in Draconic with a relieved look on his face, Huve, nut coin tutat minua, lohukerme, which you understand in Draconic as good. Now you honor me, dragon. And how do you want to do this? As you did enough damage by 2 to knock him out.
Damn. Okay. So can I do flavor here since I didn't really
Yes.
Okay. So for the flavor, as he's charging, he jumps up and goes to this guy, climbs up because he's half of a giant, so he climbs up this guy's chain that he has, and then goes up to his shoulder and then jumps up and stabs again like a gesture on critical roll between his legs with his big sword, slashes him in the shoulder, so it's not lethal but it's real close to the jugular if you need it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As you do so, he says his phrase in Draconic and falls down to the ground. You stand there in the snow, battered and bruised, the giant unconscious on the ground next to you.
What the fuck was his problem? He's gonna look at Dady very expectantly. You talked. What happened?
He seemed to be trapped in some sort of memory of his. He kept calling me Volander.
He called me a dragon.
Well, you kind of are a little dragon, aren't you?
Buddy's tail's gonna wag furiously.
Dady, you're normally better with older people than this.
Respectfully, shut the fuck up. You couldn't even move.
That was not my fault. It was a very heavy rune, which I took out, by the way. You're welcome.
Did you try to move your legs? I moved
Yeah.
my legs and I was okay.
Maybe, get good. Sounds like a skill issue.
Shut the fuck up.
I love throwing that back at you, Billy.
I know you do.
It's great. Normally I have all of the information about Giantkin, but for the life of me, I do not understand why he kept calling me Volander.
Is there anything Buddy would know from all the stuff that Volo has read to him about critters and stuff in those books?
There is something on those books about fire giants.
Hmm.
You can give me a nature check with advantage, or a history check that's flat. Your pick.
I have specialty or proficiency in history. What's the better one to do?
Advantage theoretically is like
Gives
a
you
plus
2 rolls.
5.
Right.
Yes, but if you want to directly compare them, advantage is like having a plus 5.
Oh well, health. Nah.
All right. 19 and a 20. That's a nat 20.
Mhm.
So it just turns out that, Volo actually just read to you a chapter on giants the other night. You asked him to do so because you wanted to learn more about one of your friends, who is a
Aw.
giant. In his book, he read to you that fire giants, in particular, are a type of giant that live far to the north, commonly having great forges deep underground in the spine of the world.
Hmm.
As far as culture-wise, if the way that dwarves are to humans, fire giants have that same relation to other giant kin.
Huh.
They are, despite being powerful, some of the shorter giants. They have long beards and are known for their artisanship, smithing, and great works of construction. Some historians posit, actually, that perhaps in the history of the world, when dwarves first arose from underground, they learned smithing and runecraft in millennia that they served as the slaves of fire giants.
Huh. But he's going to tell all of them that, much less eloquently, but enough that they get the gist. As he's like sniffing around this giant's body, like the little dog, his nose just like snuffling all over it.
You would also know from that, as all creatures in Volo's Guide to Monster, it tells you what their, a little bit about their prey and stuff. With that nat 20, he would have mentioned that giants in general once had an empire that spanned the entire continent, and that empire was destroyed in a war against dragons.
Mm.
And that war lasted 10,000 years.
Oof.
God damn.
Yeah, so he's got a reason for having like turbo PTSD.
Yeah, yeah. Buddy's gonna tell him about that. And then he's gonna be like, it's so sad. I didn't do anything. Why can't we just be friends?
So cool. Can Dady take a look at his armor?
You can.
She just
What
wants
are you
to.
looking for in particular?
Not really looking for anything in particular, but just observing it to see, because she knew that the armor in of itself would have an adverse reaction if we hit him. But I think she just kind of wants to, like, I don't know, if he belongs, if there's like anything on there that tells them more about, like, if he belongs to a specific tribe or anything about the armor in of itself.
It can be an investigation check. What's up, buddy?
And no
I'll link
shit.
in the chat. I'll link in the chat for you, buddy. The actual image of the Fire Giants page from Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Thank you. Also, Buddy's gonna go over to Dady and pull under him. Sorry, I have a mouthful of Chipotle. And say, Miss Dady, what is nicest for him? And he's gonna look at him and say, put him out of his misery, and like all dejected, leaned down. Because he didn't, he was mad at the guy, but didn't want to kill him, but he doesn't really know what to do in this situation. What is the most right? But he's going to Dady because she's giant kitten.
She doesn't have
Is there
any.
anything that we can do for him? Can we I don't think any of us have the strength to relocate him.
Mhm.
And there's no telling what his mental state will be when he wakes.
She's out of spells, and even so, she doesn't have anything that could, like, cure insanity or anything like that.
Mhm. Okay.
Level 2. Level 2.
Yeah. Buddy's gonna very sadly go over and try and cleanly and respectfully, like he's gonna put his hand on the giant's like neck and like pat it gently and be like, "I'm sorry," and then slit his throat and kill him, put him out of his misery.
As you slit his throat and his blood falls from his neck across your sword, you see a quick flashback in your mind. In reality, it happens for but an instant, but for you, buddy, as the blood drips from this giant's neck, you are taken away in your mind to somewhere far, far away. You see fields upon fields of giants, siegecraft like any human army would have against an enemy. You see a flock of dragons flying in the sky, almost blotting out the sun. You look around at the area around you, and it saddens you as you notice that the entire area has been burned to ashes, and that the two sides are fighting over a land that will never recover. And then you snap back to that moment.
But he's gonna be kind of dizzy and then just like flop down, sitting down, and just stare at the two, and like his eyes all watery, but just not say anything for once. And stare at Dady and Huck.
Are you okay?
It's all right, buddy. You did what you had to do.
But he's just gonna nod and like look back at him, but still not say anything. He feels very, very wrong for all of this, but he doesn't have the capacity to reckon with the moral incongruity of this.
Katie will go over and, as she's looking at this armor that she didn't know shit about, will take, Buddy's hand, and she'll crouch down and lay her other hand on the fire giant and, do funeral rites, for the fire giant.
But he's gonna sniffle and nod and thank you, Dady.
Oh.
How do furbolgs do funeral rites for a fire giant? It's theoretically the most opposing type of giant to your natural way of being.
I'm really sorry. I know this is a really serious moment, but I just saw a car that drove by that was like on stilts as it was driving by.
What? Like jacked up?
Yeah, not just like jacked up. It was a regular like sedan car, but like lifted. It was at least like 5 feet off the ground. Normal tires. It was really weird. Anyway, I thought I was hallucinating for a second. Funeral rites. I think Dady, knowing about fire giants, she wouldn't do it in the furball way. She would do it in the fire giant way to offer respect, but also calling from her own goddess, to the best of her ability, the mother of all giants. to aid with that. And I feel like the fire giants, it'd be really hard to burn them in death, but that also feels right. Going back to the earth in which you came. Um, and I think that she, to the best of her ability, would sort of just like, with I don't know, fire as hot as, why am I blinking on things? I need help. What is that thing that you put dead bodies into when they die? Well, not
Cairn?
a pyre. Not that either.
Casket?
Like modern day version of it.
Coffin?
Mausoleum?
Crematorium.
Mausoleum?
No, like when you light them on fire and it's really, really hot.
Crematorium.
Yeah,
You're getting
crematorium.
cremated.
Yeah, well, yeah, they cremate him. That's specifically, yeah, and that's what she'll do.
Okay, you're gonna try and cremate him.
Yeah.
Give me a religion check with advantage.
Sick. She's got that down. She rolls 2 1s.
With a 21,
21.
you would know that fire giants are immune to fire,
Oh,
and thus they make the best type of giants to fight against dragons.
yeah. So she doesn't do
cannot
that.
But you, with a 21, you know that fire giant funeral rites do involve burning them. It is typical for fire giants during this time and ritual to invoke the giant god Surtur, for only Surtur's fire can burn a fire giant.
Well, so she does that instead.
You do your ritual as so. Just at some part, if you mention some sort of offering to Surtur, the fire will become hot enough to burn the giant.
Can she offer up his own hammer? She does not have anything on her own.
You don't need to offer anything, just the words. You would know with your 21 that in Fire Giant's culture, fire is viewed as something purifying, and it is very honorable to a fire giant that once they are burned alive, if their gear that they have made for themselves remains, then they have lived an honorable life.
Oh, okay. I think she just says, I hope you find peace in the next life.
As you say your prayers and invoke the name of Surtur somewhere in them, the fire burns bright, and you see his flesh begin to turn to ash quickly. A few minutes pass, and his helmet, his beard ornaments, his shoulder pad, and his hammer yet remain behind. Now, having been cleansed by fire, you can read 2 words in giant runes on his hammer. On one side is the name Mimer.
Mimir.
On the other side is the name Volander.
It's that guy again. I wonder if they made this together. And that's like their marking.
Buddy's gonna grab one of the like hair ornaments, and I'm assuming it's kind of like a ring or something that his beard or something was in, and he's gonna slip it over the end of his tail, so it's a tail ornament, not to like loot it, but as like a tribute to the giant and what he saw in that vision. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Are we done having a funeral for the man who tried to kill us?
He was not in his right mind.
I do understand that, however.
Would Didi know Mimir?
You can give me a history check with advantage.
Ah, beans.
Even with advantage, you get the 12.
Yeah, dude. Foundry hates knowledge.
Foundry just doesn't want us to win.
Fuck these guys in particular.
Foundry and all of us, skill issue.
Yeah.
You would know that the name Mimir sounds familiar to you, like someone you may have heard in like a history class. You're not necessarily sure where you heard about them, but you are familiar with the name. And they are associated with the craft of magic items.
Alright. JD's gonna say, can someone else look at the armor in this and see if anything rings a bell?
Huck will look. See, that would be a history check,
A
right?
history check if you're trying to like recall things about like, oh, where might this have been made. If you're trying to figure out specific things about the armor itself, that would be like an investigation or an arcana.
Let's see. Huck is going to investigate the armor and look for any details that maybe might have been missed or anything that might have point to like anything significant that should be relayed to the group. Damn.
Foundry, you the
look
fuck,
through-
dog.
You look through his armor, and while there are inscribings on it in different places, they are in giant runes. Do you speak giant?
Do I speak giant? I do not.
Yes. So you can
Don't
find.
you have the ability to read things?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I do have comprehend languages.
Perfect. Yes, and you have the eyes of the rune keeper. So you find on the inside of the breastplate, written in giant runes, it says, "A good saga, well told, reveals a great deal about the teller. If you're lucky and self-aware, it can also show you something about yourself. Only rarely does it tell you much worth knowing about its subject amongst its alliteration and kennings and such. Only those truly devoted to the story's end will learn the lessons revealed throughout." And under it is a rune that you recognize as saying the word fire.
Huck is going to, say all that out loud, like read out loud the different runes, on the armor. and just sort of shrug, because it's not like there's much else. Do we need to take it somewhere for like proof that we did our job, or
How heavy is it?
Mhm. Deity, you would know the rune and the chest that is enlarged under that little story snippet is pronounced Ild, I-L-D.
Ild. Yeah, to be honest, I took my headphones off while you were explaining all of that stuff to Billy for a second.
I,
Where to go?
I'll type it in the chat for you.
Thank you.
So there's a big rune
Right,
that says Ild,
right.
and under it, where is it? Or above it, written in much smaller runes, not of the magical kind, but of the mundane kind. It says, "A good saga, well told, reveals a great deal about the teller. If you're lucky and self-aware, it can also show you something about yourself. Only rarely does it tell you much worth knowing about its subject among its alliteration and kennings and such."
It says all of that?
Yeah. In
Mm-hmm.
small runes, and then that big rune pronounced Ild under it.
Oh, I was gonna say that one rune says all that. Goddamn, that's like some Chinese shit.
And I apologize. Where is that?
On the inside of his breastplate of his armor. Huck found it.
Okay. Would Dady have any idea how to interpret that?
Yes. As a Furbog, you share elements of your culture, and you would know that above all else, different giants love different things. Hill giants love to eat and demonstrate their strength. Cloud giants love art and music and theater. Fire giants love craft and jewelry, and that kind of thing. All giants love riddles.
Dady's a little
More
less
fucking
giant every
riddles.
day. She hates a riddle. She's really straightforward.
That's why you're giant Ken and not giant.
Less of a giant every day and just large. God damn it. uh, I've never been one for riddles, I gotta be honest. Could she roll to figure it out?
You can give me an intelligence check if you want.
Is this mine or? Dady's bad at riddles because I'm bad at riddles.
With a 12, you maybe are.
Is that that's a charisma check, not a
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
intelligence.
You rolled
Son of a bitch!
intimidation. It's so intimidating, your intelligence.
Even better.
Okay. 17 is better. Well, going line by line, it says, "A good saga, well told, reveals a great deal about the teller." You want to find out information, and for this armor to tell its story.
Right.
If you're lucky and self-aware, it can show you something about yourself. So with a 17, your giant, despite your resistance to your own culture, your upbringing tells you that to unlock the secrets of the armor, you must tell it a story of fire.
Yeah, I'm really happy I rolled for that. Gotta be good enough.
It is saying, tell me a story, just in 2 different sentences.
Yeah, I know. But you know me. I don't I don't use my brain like that. Um let me think. Um
Did Dady say that part out loud about like her understanding the riddle?
yeah, probably.
Are there any creation myths that involve fire?
Plenty.
Huck is going to, ask Dady if he knows any of those, or if she knows any of those.
Um Different types of dragons are born under fire. Fire giants likely also born under fire. Hell has a lot of fire.
Well, then just tell one of those. It's a story involving fire, right?
Yeah. This is why I could never get into improv. I'd be like, can we pause the scene real quick while I think? Like, no, you just gotta play into it. I'm like, ugh, okay.
No pressure.
Well, the cool thing about that is I don't actually have to come up with a story. So I think Dady would. I don't have to tell the story. I don't have to.
Mm.
So I can just say that Dady would. I think Dady would recall back into her childhood and the stories that her mother used to tell. Not like a sad story, but like a just like one of the child hood stories of the giants that she's heard. Um
Hmm.
about maybe the battle between the dragons and the giants.
Is this a happy story of beginnings or a sad story of endings?
I think it's a little bit of A, a little bit of B because it's about war, but it's sort of like the power in battle and fighting and the testing of people's limits. Because
Alright.
it's like a child story, so didn't want to give her child nightmares right before going to bed.
Alright, so you tell it kind of like a heroic story of the Dragon Wars and such.
Yeah.
Involving fire.
Yep.
Alright. So, Dady, you tell it a story of when the Furbolgs, the children of Othea, back in the ancient past, were holed up in their forests. And they had been successful in warding off the advances of green and black dragons. The Furbolgs had their forests protected with the help of the elves, and for their part, they could manage to live in peace. Until one day, an ancient red dragon decided to make the Star Mounts its home. And so It flew into the forest, and the green and the black dragons that had inhabited it and had fought the furbolgs went silent. And then, when the furbolgs wished to rejoice that their enemies had been defeated, the fire came. In the night, all the furbolgs and their forces had been awoken by flames as the high forest itself burned. At the time, the high forest was much larger than it is now, and the reason for its shrinking, a forest that once covered the entire north of the continent, is due to this fire that was set that day. The furbolgs survived and protected what of the forest they could. And when that dragon came to burn the rest of it, a furbolg hero stepped forward and challenged the dragon to a game. The dragon, in its pride, accepted. And the terms were, if the dragon were to win the game, the furbolgs would retreat, and the dragon would lay dominion to the forest. If the giants were to win, the dragon would leave, never to return. And so they played and played and played, until the game ended in a draw. And that is why, to this day, the furbolgs live in the high forest, but at the top of the Star Mount, in the very middle of the forest, lives the ancient red dragon of that tale. Two things you would know from that story being of Giantkin. The dragon near your home is named this. And the game that was played is called this.
Looks like my name.
As you tell it the story, writing begins to scrawl itself into the metal armor, covering the entire face of it. Give me a 1d2. You have rolled a story of the end of this armor. You see beautiful mountain ranges far to the north, ice-capped. A glacial pond. And in the side of the mountain, you see a black iron castle. Smoke plumes rising from it. In your vision, you see a gigantic corpse of a titan, split in half, part of a mountain itself. And you see a blue dragon flying across the horizon, landing on the iron slag castle and filling it with lightning. You see fire giant defenders rushing to face the dragon. And you see the dragon pick one up in its mouth and fly away with it. As it is flying, the giant is just hammering against his face, and eventually hits him hard enough that the dragon bites him in half and lets him fall.
God damn.
That's the story that the armor reveals to itself about its end. A story for a story.
Damn.
Guess we know how he lost his legs. Makes sense why he hated you, buddy. You reminded him of a terrible past.
Buddy's ears are gonna all be droopy and be like, but it wasn't me.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be all sad, but like fiddle around with the ring on his tail and be like, not all dragons are bad. Dragons are cool.
We know, buddy. We know.
Buddy, something you said just made me think. Dady telling her story to the armor in trade. You can give me also a history check, since you like dragons, with advantage.
Okay.
When she mentions the game Waterdeep, you remember reading that actually that game is what ended the war between giants and dragons. When the god of all dragons and the god of all giants played each other in a game, and that game ended in a draw, ending the war after 10,000 years of fighting.
Huh. He's gonna tell them that, and Beats very much talking with his hands, and holding the little hair ornament on his tail and fiddling with it like a fidget toy. We don't need to fight anymore. Yeah. Cool.
Here's an image for you. It is Anam Allfather versus Garrix amongst the roots of the world, playing the game.
Huh. Is that a small dragon or a big giant?
Volcano Las Dos.
Yes. Oh man, size-wise, yeah, that is a big dragon and a bigger giant.
Ah.
Those trees you see around are saplings of Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects all of the cosmos.
Damn.
Gotcha.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we better get this all taken care of and put out the other forges and let those folks know that their farm is damaged, but
Thank you, Sandy.
taken care of.
Yeah.
Maybe I could ask the the druids if they have any more information on this, potentially.
Yeah.
Not.
I just don't know why he's here.
Hmm.
I don't think he was just dropped here and just immediately gets to
No.
work.
That's a good point.
Buddy,
Perhaps
you
we
sniff
should.
around. Oh, yeah.
Perhaps.
Investigate.
Yeah, we should look around, see if we can find out. Because I don't remember where the giant
There's a whole bunch of drag
showed up.
marks, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Buddy's gonna go sniffing along.
With a 17, buddy, you kind of sniff along the drag marks, trying to track the path of the giant. And you find the drag marks, while all over this campsite, as this seems to be where he was setting up a trap, they lead all the way into a copse not too far from a dense thicket of trees. You follow the drag marks and the now slight scorch marks on the trees further, and you find a small makeshift lean-to, a home,
Ooh.
seemingly with bandages, makeshift, and some sort of shelter, food scraps, metal scraps, and the like.
So he was here for a while, clearly. Before he got lost in his memories.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there anything in his little lean-to of significance, or?
After Buddy leads you all there, you can give me another investigation check.
All right.
With a 13, you find what at first looked to you like perhaps rebar or beams of metal. You see are metal with writing carved into them. They seem to be plans. Like you would leave when you were training Krenko, actually, just this last week. Little notes on how to do a job properly that you would leave behind for someone who's just learning.
And they're written in giant, I assume?
They are, which you can read.
Yes.
Reading them, you gather that dragons don't often leave prey or enemies unfinished. And so once he healed himself up, he realized, scouting the area, that he was near Waterdeep, famed for its dragon ward. And so, out of giant runes, he built a miniature dragon ward. For when the dragon would come back to finish him, he would turn the tables.
Huh. Well, that seems like a handy thing to keep.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Tuck that away
Cool.
for later.
Yes. Yep. Anti-dragon poles.
Also known as a javelin. I'm just kidding.
You can give me a luck check as well, which is a 1d20. If you get above a 10, you get a lucky bonus little effect.
Phew. All of those early rolls that you had that were not above a 10, perfect for now.
Mm-hmm.
You find one last little one that's not necessarily in the format of like instructions, but more of like a personal letter carved in the metal. And there's a letter that says, I have come to the place where you have done your great work, my wayward apprentice. I know we parted on harsh terms and with harsh words, but our way of life is under siege. I've come here for your help, your protection, and so that you may help me gain revenge against one who would destroy our home. My dear apprentice Volander, I beg your forgiveness.
Hmm.
Who is this man?
Yeah.
His
Hawk
apprentice.
is Hawk
Yeah.
is going to tuck that letter away in his letter satchel as well. And he is going to make sure that that gets to where it's supposed to go. One way or another.
It's probably your first letter that you've set out to deliver that isn't made of paper, but of a bar of metal.
Hmm.
But the post service doesn't discriminate on what kind of packages get delivered, right?
Neither does the U.S. Postal Service. That's why you can send a potato in the mail.
That's so funny.
No, it's for real. There's potato parcel is a website where you can send people a potato.
That's
Love that.
great. I wouldn't want it after all that, but you know.
Yeah, but it's there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send you a potato.
Okay.
Well, I think that's
Well, I
just
guess-
about as much information we can get here, I suppose.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. We survived a giant.
Barely. Can we sleep now?
Yeah. You're dying.
Very interesting timing because the sun is coming up.
I forgot it was nighttime.
Yeah, I forgot it was nighttime too.
Yes, you guys started your fight at 1 a.m. and it is 5:06. Sunrise at 6:30.
I'm going back to bed.
All right, so
We're gonna put out all the fires. Tell the
Yeah.
the folks that the he is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
No, but for real, what do we do so we can heal and not be dead?
So outside of the city, you are not considered in a safe zone, so you can only short rest.
Okay.
Returning to your home, like place that you can sleep, would give you a long rest.
well,
What do we want to do?
go long rest, obviously.
Yeah.
Sadie collects all the armor and stuff. And the helmet.
Well, I hope she can carry that all on her own.
Wow.
Do you bring the hammer at all?
Can she drag the hammer behind her? Or
You do have powerful build.
I do have powerful build. She'll drag it. I don't think she could be like lifted easily, but she could probably drag it. She's just gonna be very slow.
Yeah, Buddy can help too.
Well, if Buddy
He ain't
can
quite
like
dead. He ain't dead yet.
Buddy can wear the helmet, which would probably touch your toes, honestly.
He's gonna be dinging around like a bell because it's gonna be. He's gonna have his whole face outside of one of the eye holes.
You are gonna be the mallet in the bell.
Yeah.
You jokingly put the helmet on top of Buddy's head, and the helmet, a rune flashes, and it shrinks itself down to fit Buddy's head size.
Whoa.
Oh.
Sick.
Horns and all?
Yes, powerful magical items adjust their shape and size to fit the wielder.
Oh. But he's gonna look around and be like, is this mine?
Is now.
It is now. What other
Ooh, Deity.
what other
You
stuff
should
does he
you should
got?
try on. Yeah, you should try on his other armor. I want to see if it does something funny.
Okay.
Dady steps into the the other armor that just kind of hangs there.
All right. Did you have proficiency in heavy armor?
Yeah.
All right. The armor shrinks down to fit your size.
Ooh, she snatched.
Ooh.
Clink, 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 clink.
The armor itself counts as you're wearing a chainmail right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it counts as +1 splint mail. So that means AC of 18, flat AC.
Whoa, that's nice.
Do you
Yeah,
have
that's what I thought.
how much strength do you have though?
Just a +1.
Gotcha. So, no, what is the actual score?
13.
13. Downside is the minimum to wear splint mail is 15.
Oh,
Oh.
it's rough.
Buddy can wear it.
Yeah.
Buddy has 16, so he can wear it. But he
Yeah.
already has mail, so.
Yeah. Do you have armor proficiency? I think no. Dwarfs are the only ones who can ignore that.
I have armor, heavy, light, medium, and shields.
Perfect. Yeah. Dwarfs can ignore the strength requirement of armor. That's what I meant. But yes, so Buddy could wear it, the splint. So it would be normal splint mail gives you 17 armor class. This one is +1, so it gives you 18 armor class.
I mean, I already have 18 armor class. Well, so 2 of it is from my shield.
So
So
that
I
would
have
put you at 20.
20 armor class. Okay. Is
Yeah,
there
we
like
got
a.
ourselves like a little bulletproof
Yeah.
whatever you are.
So kobold, paladin.
Yeah.
Um.
Bulletproof kobold.
So chainmail. How do I change? Let's see.
Yes. So it can go into your chainmail.
Edit.
Yeah, I can
And then-
edit it for you.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to edit it myself.
Mimir's splint mail. And it gives you 18 AC. And it is magical, but you don't know how yet.
It's okay. Come here. It's okay. Come here. Come here.
Dady's
Right,
gonna look into, because he was able to expand his weapon from being like a hammer to an hammer that swings around, and Dady's like, I want that. I want to be able to do this.
Right. What exactly are you trying to figure out?
Well, she knows, looking at him, how he did it, but she doesn't understand how he did it. Being like, yeah, I saw it happen, and it was really cool. I don't think I can do that, but I want to learn to be able to do that. I don't think she's looking at anything, but she just thinks it's really neat.
Yes. So looking at it, you would see in the moment, it looked like he just kind of ran his hand over it and took the metal, but it's intricately well carved. You can't, it's not like just a pile of metal that's melted together. It looks like he actually smithed it properly and well in that instant using some sort of fire giant magic.
Yeah. dating Mr. Calling as a blacksmith.
Sorry, I was stepping away and talking, and you probably heard me because now I have the black cat and Virgil that come up to get dinner every day. And so I'm trying to tame the black cat too.
Cat dude of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we
Yes.
have the helm, the plate, and the weapon. Was there anything else?
Nope. His beard ornaments, which Buddy put one on his tail.
Okay. Just collect those and head on back and take our nap and ask questions
Yeah.
later.
All right. You're dragging the hammer behind you.
Dragon
Buddy
hammer.
is wearing
Right.
full fire giant armor. You, as you're heading back home, you run into the Stout Fellows, and the Stout Fellows, are kind of like still sleepy. They're not used to getting up before certain times of day. They're probably the worst farmers, being halflings, because they like to, relax.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Gordon goes, "Well, how are things? You all look a little bit oh, please forgive me if I say so, and maybe rude, but worse for wear. What happened?
Well, it was a fire giant.
A what?
Uh, well-
Fire giant,
half of one. It was all right.
huh? Like a kid?
No. Well, the drag marks were because he didn't have any legs, but he was deep in potentially a memory that we could not get him out of, so we killed him, as one does. Put out all the fires, cremated him with honor, and you're good to go.
Wow, I never thought that a fire giant would be this close to the city. That's unheard of.
You're telling me.
Thank you for oh, I already sent the rewards to your guild, but I feel like they probably weren't maybe they were expecting a little fire sprite or something, not actually expecting a full or a half giant.
Right.
Lynette, could you run and get them the Stout Fellow Reserve?
Oh.
Of course, dearie. And she runs into the cellar and comes out with a barrel a little bit bigger than her that she's kind of like leaning back to hold, and puts it down in front of you. And this is the Stout Fellow Reserve. We've been saving it for a while due to the winter, but it's the best wine you can get in the entire Sword Coast, I guarantee.
Well, thank
But he
you.
definitely thought they said preserves and was very excited about jelly and is not as enthused about them.
Diddy picks it up and it's like pretty normal sized for her.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a big barrel, but it's like she can hold it easily. It's like one big stein of beer for her.
Yes. Stout, you can see it in your quest log, but I'll put it in chat as well. Stout Fellow Reserve, the barrel, is worth 60 gold or $600.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you. Well, we'll cherish this. I really appreciate it.
Please do enjoy. We can't make much more until the snow stops. But if you come by in should we do maybe by end of summer? We can get a roll on there. Get you some more.
Thank you.
I look forward to it. Well,
Yeah.
we'll best be on our way. Stay safe. Let us know if you need anything else.
Oh, for sure. We've got some building to do, but hey, we got our farm back, and we can't thank you enough for that.
Of course. Happy to help. Get some rest.
You too. We just had a big old snooze.
Right. Dady shakes her head, being like, I don't understand how you could have slept through all of that, but okay.
Well, they were at a neighbor's farm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Still, don't know how you could have slept through all of that.
Right.
Making our way
And as
downtown.
the day rises, you make your way back. Are you heading to the Emerald Enclave or to Dady's house?
I think Emerald Enclave. They could do some healing there, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
probably
they
over
wouldn't.
to my house for a little snooze.
Yeah, they wouldn't do much for your lack of sleep, so you'd still need to snooze for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you all make your way from up north. Depending where you are. And Dady leads you back towards Waterdeep. You all head to the city gates, and Dady leads you past them again. Following the road down past some more farms to a heavily wooded area. Dady, you lead them through the woods along a river until you reach a flat stone face, which you just walk straight through.
Oh my god, platform 9 3/4 up in here.
I'll move you to your base. And I'll put everyone else on that map. Which everyone is. Nice.
Waterdeep. Ooh.
Mm. Well,
Why is that tree
Mm.
telling him off? Hmm. Do any of these people look familiar?
Yes, all of them look familiar.
God damn it.
As you enter the scene, you see the internals of the Emerald Enclave base. A place that is filled with members of all kinds, from druids to treants to giant toads,
Mhm.
naiads, oreads, and all kinds of fey creatures stand there arguing. Animalkin and animals roam the halls.
Is that a rooster?
And that's a hedge witch.
Fun.
You would know your guild leader makes her, I guess, office at the end of the hall.
Okay. Who's this? Who's this person?
Who's what person? Oh, you would know them. That is an Alceid. They are a fey creature that it's associated with the season of spring.
They've got stars on their skin. That's beautiful.
Yep, they are akin to a naiad, spirit of the river, Oread, spirit of wildfires, and I'll say it is the spirit of the forest regrowing.
Katie does her little like nod and wave and is still dragging the the hammer as she goes. She's like
Huck is just sort of like following Dee.
Same with Buddy.
Did you
Getting
see on
sort
the
of
left?
Yeah, straight ahead, yeah. You see,
First-
as you walk by Huck, one of the stags bows its head towards you in acknowledgement.
Huck kind of like glances around himself real quick just to make sure he's, not doing that thing where like someone waves and you wave back, but they're waving at someone behind you. And he sort of gives like a little nod in return.
Diddy knocks
so-
first, obviously, by the way.
Perfect. Upon knocking, you knock and then you kind of just open the door. Opening the door, you see your guild mistress sitting on top a gigantic jade elephant.
Sick.
In front of her, you see a diminutive man, perhaps a foot and a half tall,
Cute.
with a large hat standing in front of her. Before you step in, you overhear her say, I hope you understand your mission, Breeze Riffler. The Dark Lady, who lives near Tribor, will be no trifle. I'm sure you can negotiate passage through the swamp with her. Yeah, no dragons ever confuse a fae. I got it. I'll even make her give me something else. Hey, sup, Datey?
Hi.
Hey. Hey, Riffler, can I have your name? And he raises a hand to shake with you, Huck.
Huckleberry.
Oh, thanks.
No!
Just kidding.
Fuck.
You can have it back. Scoots around.
Riffler.
Why? Come on. You bring outsider here, I gotta play my tricks.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, I do. He's just gonna keep
Yeah, I
skedaddling down.
Excuse me?
You see, he kind of skedaddles past you and stops at this pixie, and he's like, well, the mission can wait a little bit. How you doing, darling? And he like walks up and starts flirting with the pixie.
Oh, goodness. Diddy does a bow. Or like a curtsy, like a nice curtsy. As a hello.
Jareth kind of smiles and nods at you. Welcome, Datey. And who might be these guests that you've brought today?
Buddy.
A pleasure to meet you, buddy.
My roommates?
I live in the yawning portal.
That is true. But we all kind of
our
are around each other.
ex-husband said the same.
That's good. Diddy drags over the hammer and goes, that's Huck, buddy. The issue at the farm was handled, but the severity of the situation was much larger than I think we were led on to be. You know anything about fire giants or giants in general coming into near the city?
As you say fire giants, the two trees in the back kind of move oddly, as if wincing.
No, he's gone. You're okay.
First, Datey, I must apologize that I would not have sent you against a fire giant had I known. I'm sorry, are you okay?
Well, I died a little bit, but you know, I'm back.
It's only a little.
It was only a
Say more.
little. The same
The
as
cycle of life and death is nothing to be trifled with. Please
say
explain
more.
yourself.
Say more. Well, Dani like looks down at like her like herself, and she goes, "Well, when you get smashed with a hammer, and get knocked unconscious just for a little bit, sometimes you have to use your call to your mother to bring you back." I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yes, so this is your way of saying that you are not an undead. I understand.
Oh, right. No. 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 No? No.
I know
Um,
you jest, but one cannot take the arts of necromancy too lightly.
right. I don't think I'd be a very good cleric otherwise. Um, but yeah, he's been dealt with. Um, but we have questions that we don't have the answers to. Um, we don't know why he would have been in that area. Um, and he kept calling out to me, um, as if I were someone called Volander. He was very deep in shock.
This is quite odd for a fire giant to be this far south. I do not know much about them, but from what I recall, they tend to stay holed up in their mountain strongholds.
Yeah.
The name Volander. She slides down the trunk of the elephant. I do not know this name, but I can ask.
That would be... I would be grateful for it. In all my years of study... This is new to me.
Okay. Do you have any inclination before I ask? This Volander, mortal or spirit?
Hard to say? I likely a mortal. I don't know who... He called him his apprentice, as if he were working in a forge, so I would assume mortal, working underneath the fire giant.
Then I shall leave my mother alone. Perhaps you can help me. And she'll touch a tree in this room and cast Commune with Nature. You see her hair begins glowing, and her eyes turn bright and illuminate with light as she touches this tree. You can feel that she's reaching out through all of the woods, all of the roots, the stones, and the babbling brooks, the flowing rivers, every aspect of nature in this area. And a moment passes, and says, "The trees do not know this Volander, but they do wince when they hear the name. These ancient trees have shown me of a great fire in times past, perhaps one human lifetime ago, in which the city was under siege by dragons. The name to them is familiar, as it called for the death of many trees. And once many trees had died and many stones were shattered, dragons became afraid of the city. That is all that they will tell me. You have to understand that in this case, whatever is interfering with the dragons in the city, I'm assuming the Dragon Ward is what the trees mean, may affect them somewhat as well. For when a dragon enters an area, it changes the environment. The magical nature of a dragon is so that nature itself changes to fit the dragon's comfort once it makes a place its lair.
All right. Could you potentially ask about one other? If they don't know of Volander, do they know of, hold on. I haven't. What is it, a Mimir? Mimer?
This is the Mimir this is the fire giant?
Yeah.
I shall ask if they know the name. You see, she'll use another spell slot to cast Commune with Nature again, and ask the spirits of nature. And you see her eyes and hair light up again. And then something looks as if it is shocking her. And she falls back, puts her hand against the elephant, and you see blood begin to rush out of her nose.
Oh. Diddy runs over and helps her up, gives her a cloth, asks if she's okay.
The trees do not like this memory. They showed me a time in the ancient past that only the oldest of them remember. A time when they themselves nearly drowned in blood. They shuddered in fear of great plumes of smoke, instruments of war, and death beyond reckoning. Perhaps not the giant himself that you faced, but his clan, or someone of his line, built machines of great destruction.
He was very handy with his work. They are crafters. Thank you. And I'm sorry that it took so much out of you.
Do not apologize. I was happy to do so, and sometimes communing with nature, there are things that nature wishes it could forget, but its memory is long.
I have one other thing to ask. Well, two things actually. One, do you know of anyone that can look over this weapon and the helm and armor that's on my friend Buddy here.
Is there the weapons, the giants, and the armors? Something special of it?
I wanted to see if there, well, it has runes embedded into it, and so I want to see if it has any magic imbued into it, which clearly does, but
Mhm.
Depending on your
is.
purposes, no one here would know a way to reveal the secrets of steel weaponry, for it has been so refined that nature no longer claims it of its own.
Fair.
In the city of Waterdeep, there are many, I am sure, that could reveal to you secrets of the weapon, depending on what secrets you are seeking. There are many a great wizard at the academy that could tell you of the magic that is imbued with it. I also believe I've heard tell of there's a frost giant making home in the town. He perhaps could elucidate something if the giant nature is what you are seeking. If you
That's a
want a
really
good
good idea.
smith to look at it, I would recommend Steam and Steel. It's a water and a fire ganassi. They have a shop, a smithy, in Trollskull Alley in the North Ward. If you enter, and you should be greeted by Avi. When you go there, ask him to speak with his husband, Embrick. Embrick may know. As a fire ganassi, Embrick is connected to things of elemental fire in the nature.
Perfect. Thank you. And the second thing is, the nature of the reward.
Yes. So, reporting back to the Emerald Enclave does finish the quest for you. Reward. You are a member of the Emerald Enclave, so you gain 1 renown.
Mm-hmm.
At 5 renown, you get a benefit from the guild permanently. And give me 1d50.
Oh, I have to. And I do this. Boop, boop.
She hands you a pouch with about 40 gold in it. And says, here's your reward. And please do tell your friends. If you acquire any mounts or pets throughout your journeys, they are always welcome here.
I would very much enjoy trying to find a mount for Huck.
You're so
Buddy is
funny.
gonna
You're so funny, Dee. So funny.
Buddy's gonna pull the winged snake out of his pocket that he has its little snout wrapped
Oh.
up. I got a pet.
It's fully dead.
No.
It's just
No,
flat from the fire giant hammer.
Oh yeah, now it is probably.
I have a pet. Fly! Slap.
He's gonna be so sad realizing that it got killed when he got smushed. Just absolutely distraught.
She'll walk up to you with seeing the dead snake. And she'll kneel down and say, Buddy, was it? Will you tell me what happened to this poor creature?
I got hit by the fire giant and it killed my friend.
Oh, fuck. Huck looks distinctly uncomfortable.
Well, consider this a gift from me. I cannot bring him back for you, but I can give his spirit another chance, if that will ease you.
Yeah. And he's got a snot bubble that's formed at the end of his snout, and it just keeps popping.
Sadie's grimacing.
Um, she'll say, may I have him?"
Yeah.
God.
She gingerly takes the snake from you and grabs some of like the dirt from the ground, rubs it on the snake, reaches into her pouch and pours some rare oils over it, and looks up, and you see her eyes begin to glow. And she says, "Mother, I beg of ye, please give this poor beast another chance at the wheel." And because she is the chosen and daughter of a goddess, will cast without casting time uh, the spell reincarnate for you.
Oh.
Holy shit. Nice.
You can give me a 1d10. Well, it's really hard to read on here. 6. All right. So, at some time in the world, somewhere in the world, that snake who died this day, their spirit will be born into a newborn Goliath baby.
Damn.
Goodness.
Talk about a blow up. Shit.
Right? Okay. Buddy's gonna be like wiping his snot on his nose and on his forearms. Bye, little buddy. Not just little buddy, like little buddy, his name. Like Buddy Junior.
Yeah. Who knows? Between now and the next 50 years, you may encounter a little snake like looking Goliath who recognizes you somewhere deep into his soul.
As the
It
guy
turns out,
whose pocket you lived in.
it turns out the kid ends up getting a YouTube channel. He goes, "I'm a sneaky snake."
I'm a snaky little snaky snake.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Sadie splits up the gold, by the way. 13 gold pieces each.
Nice. Buddy has no use for it, but likes the clickety clackities.
And she'll kind of stand up again and say, "Now, Dady, is there anything else I can do for you this day? You've done us a great service, but many more await, and I am quite spent."
I think we were going to take a little dip into the healing baths.
Please,
I'm making
enjoy
a
yourself,
wild
but-
assumption that those exist.
Yes. By the entrance, to the left. I believe there are 2 others bathing currently, but they would be happy to welcome others. If I recall, the ones in there right now are fond of conversation.
They're swingers.
No, they're probably like dryads or
Stinky boy.
The one joke that goes over Deity's head. Well, yeah, they shouldn't be stinky either.
No.
Perfect. Deity does a polite bow again and says thank you and ushers everybody out.
She
Huck
nods to
just
you.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Huck just follows Deity closely.
Mhm.
Bye.
As you leave, you see Riffler. He's like, all right, babe, I'll see you on Tuesday. And
Oh my
he's like,
god.
Successful.
he's walking and he stops at this hedgehog. And he's like, hey, how you doing?
My god.
It
Don't
is
you have a
this
task?
door here
Which
that
one?
he suggests. Further south, right by where you came in.
There is a bath!
As you enter, you see a beautiful dryad in the bath, chatting it up with a giant goose.
Oh my god, I was right. I was
Oh my
also
God.
right. There's a
Goose,
dryad in
is that
here.
you?
He has a knife!
Yes, you see the dryad kind of laughing as you enter, and then the goose just just flailing the knife around. She says, come in, please.
Deity's chuckling to herself. She loves this place. It's so fun. The water is, I'm assuming, I mean, like, probably like water, but Deity, like, just walked right in with all of her armor, assuming that once she gets out, she'll still be dry.
Yes, the armor feels restorative. Your wounds don't necessarily heal immediately. It's not like sitting in a potion,
Mm-hmm.
but you feel like the tension of the day waning. And any exhaustion checks I would have you guys making within the next hour, you won't have to make.
Cool.
Nice!
Yay.
Yeah, Huck puts 1 foot in the water. And that's it.
Buddy is fully submersed doing a backstroke. He's surprisingly good at swimming.
The dryad reaches out her delicate hand and says, have we met before? My name is Alora.
I'm Buddy.
What a fitting name. And this is Chloe.
Chloe, good to see you again. Yeah.
Flailing, scratching the sword against the walls. Chloe hates bath time, of course.
Really? You know, I guess it's it's presumptuous of me to assume that all creatures like water.
She's a stinky boy. And you, my tentative friend, do you have a name? I will not take it, I promise.
You can call me Huck.
Riffler already took it earlier today.
Ah, that scoundrel. Hey, don't call me a scoundrel, babe. You know you like it, he says as you hear the door close and someone leaving this place. Yes. What a character, that one.
Well, hate to take up more of your time, but we all need to sleep.
That's true. Yes, we do.
Right?
I would
That would be
suggest
very
leaving
nice.
the water first, unless there's something I do not know about furbogs.
What'd you say?
Leave the water before you sleep?
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Well, you know, sometimes furbolgs are like otters, and if you hold hands with somebody, you tend to not. You can drift and not drift away. But today, I prefer the bed.
Do you know that dwarf as well? Otter. He's a good friend of mine.
You never fail to crack me up. And she just leaves.
Chloe, I'm quite serious. I don't know why they think I'm joking. You hear the room, the voice goes, "You're damn right. I don't know why they'd make fun of Otter like that."
Was that the goose?
Yeah.
My God.
Wow.
So is that a short rest or a long rest? What does that count?
You guys still have to take your long rest, but if you don't do that, like right now, you won't. Normally, every 24 hours you're awake, you have to make an exhaustion check. The pond, you don't have to, but you still need to sleep sometime
Yeah.
to get your health back.
Cool. So I guess we go to Deity's apartment.
Yeah,
That
you
would
can
be
head to Davy's
nice.
apartment. As you're leaving, a door opens. And Riffler comes out and he's like, "Ugh, don't go in there, it's a mess. Unless you like pit of snakes."
Don't mention snakes right now.
You see the room he came out of is like a stone passage just with like a pit of writhing snakes in there.
Where did Buddy
Jesus.
go? I think he's underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the door closes itself slowly behind him. All right. You'll all make your way to Davy's house.
Finally, thank God.
Mm.
Huck is just gonna like beeline straight for the guest room. Doesn't like he actually like curls up like half on the bed and just
Yeah.
conks the fuck out.
But he's gonna go to Dady's bed and curl up on the end, like his armor just trailing the ground because he just followed them, didn't want to go to his house. He didn't want to be alone after his snake friend died. So he's shedding
Aw.
his armor all the way in and curling up at the end of Dady's bed like a cat.
Poor thing. Yeah, Dady passes out. I don't think she even takes off all of her armor. She flops on her bed and goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so another day has passed. Hard to believe. The difference between a day in the life of an adventurer and the day in the life of everyone else. Since you all first met, it has been about a week and a half. And you've spent a full 2 days of that week and a half as adventurers. Boy, has each day felt like a week of its own.
You're totally right. Dady's died like 3 times.
Skill issue.
Okay. Well, you also died several times, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Buddy has too.
In this time, you've cleared Blue Alley, done quests for the Order of the Gauntlet and the Emerald Enclave. You've made quite a name for yourself rather quickly. And you all sleep through the night and day heavily. Waking up, let's see what time the clock says. You all wake up around 7:50 at night.
Damn.
7:58. You have your normal lives to return to, and the day after tomorrow is the day of the gala. So you have time to prepare. You have time to go back to doing what you would normally do anyways. And so, what do you do? On the second day, the 23rd of Hammer, in the year 1492.
I'm gonna find Christopher Columbus. No, I'm kidding. JD is gonna look at talking to somebody that about the weapon in the meantime.
Before we leave, a Huck would like to ask Dady if they're supposed to, like, what the dress code is for the gala.
Well, it's a gala.
Yes, but what does that... Like, I don't know what people wear to galas. What? Is my uniform enough?
No.
Oh.
Like a nice like chiffon handkerchief and around the neck and a nice jacket, perhaps. Maybe some ankle. I'll be honest, I don't know, because you don't wear pants, so.
I could wear pants if I wanted to.
You're right, but you just don't, so.
Over in the mail, long out.
Asshole to the world, and that's a choice. I have a gown that I'll be wearing. It's a gala. We should put Buddy in a little tux. Oh.
Yes.
But he's gonna look at the two of them and have no idea what they're talking about.
I think you would look dashing in green, don't you?
My armor's gray.
Well, I have to get some of my own clothes. So we go to a stupid gala, do a stupid thing. I'm sure I can arrange for something for Buddy as well.
Diddy actually looks really excited. I mean, look at her. She loves to dress up.
Yeah.
Huck is preemptively having a bad time.
Oh. I gotta say though, I don't know that I have the spoons to do a full ass gala tonight.
No. I was gonna end it as soon as you guys finish talking.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do have the map for it, but no.
I mean, I would look at the map for it, but yeah, I ain't got it in me. It's 9:45 over here.
that is what Huck is going to do. Like immediately, is going to go get himself at least something to wear if he has to.
Buddy, I guess, is probably going to go with Dady to the local children's store and find a tux.
And as we make plans to look fabulous in the future, we'll end the session there and pick up in 2 weeks.
Yay!
Hell yeah!
Real quick, let's see. 2 weeks is going to be the 2nd. Just as a heads up, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one, but I can let you guys know by like Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, just keep me in the loop.
Yeah. Because guess who's having surgery?
Yeah.
Oh,
On the 23rd, yes?
Someone else.
Yeah, okay.
not me.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Cool, right on.
Yay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, have
as always,
fun. Love
thank
y'all.
you so much, Dakota, for being the DM for this.
Of
Yes.
course, I'm glad you had a good time.
So much
Yeah.
fun. Alrighty.
Love you guys.
Well, talk with you guys later. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul